Nothing touched him. No wound, no fight, no fall. He came down out of a clear sky. And the sky did not explain why. For a bird built to find death, death had become hard to read. His name for this story is Argayu, a griffon vulture born to the limestone walls of Somiedo in northern Spain. 11 kilos of bone and feather, too heavy to simply lift from the ground. He does not hunt, he waits. He reads the land from a great height. And finds what has already died. Without that work, the mountain would fill with what it cannot clear. He is the one who cleans. Below the ridge, an animal lay dead. From the air, it was only a meal. The mountain returning to the mountain. He was not the target. He rarely is. The bait was left for something else, laid down against the law and against the wild. But the vulture is faster than the wolf. He always arrives first. That is his gift. Today it was also the wound. He fed. And the sky began to tilt. He came down slowly into a ravine choked with fog. There, he could not rise. No one saw him fall. But months earlier, a small transmitter had been fixed to his back. And now, it had stopped moving. A point on a screen, still, where it should have been traveling. In the wild, stillness is not always rest. Sometimes, it is a warning. They reached him before the night did. Gloved hands, a blanket, a crate. There was no struggle left in him to fight them. The first hours decide everything. And for a while, it was not clear which way it would go. Then, worst of it. The heartbeat held. Recovery is not one moment. It is many small ones. The first was not strength, it was hunger. Then weight returned. Then the wings, opening against the mesh of a wide enclosure, remembering what they were for. A griffon does not heal to be admired, he heals to leave. Nearby, another survivor of the same poisoned ground was learning the same thing. A vulture that flies alone rarely eats. They rise together. Or not at all. They carried him back to the ridge where he had fallen. And then they waited. Not for the vet, not for the cameras. For the sun. A bird this heavy cannot climb on will alone. He needs the air to rise first. Warm air, lifting off stone the morning has heated. Until then, the crate stays shut. The mountain decides the hour. The rock began to give back its heat, and the first thermal of the day started to turn. The door opened. He did not rush. He stepped to the edge, opened his wings, and let the rising air take the weight he could not. He climbed without a single beat. The sky he returned to was quieter than the one he left. The poison had seen to that, but it was still his, and he could still read it. The one who cleans the mountain had been given back to the mountain. The story is fictional. The wild it honors is real.